Welcome back to the EthanLive podcast. Today is Wednesday, January the 21st. We're at our fancy Prospect Studios.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a rental and leasing of this is very expensive too. So,
are a very rare in the same place at the same time podcast, although we did have one just recently when we were in Florida, so that was the weather's quite different.
Yes. Can we go back to Florida?
Quite different. So today's Wednesday, January 21st. It is National Personalized Learning Day.
Okay.
Squirrel Appreciation Day.
I'll have to work on that one.
Museum Selfie Day. International Sweatpants Day. Let's see, One-Liners Day.
Like a one-liner joke?
Yeah, like a one-liner joke, yeah. Okay. And National Hug Your Puppy Day.
Oh, that's a sweet one. Okay.
So,
and it's also prepare for the snow.
Everyone celebrate accordingly.
Yeah.
So today, yes, we have some weather. As you guys, if you're local, you know, well, actually, just about anywhere in the South, you know, there's some weather coming. We're unsure of what we're going to get. The weather people, we were talking earlier, the weather people are so...
Yeah. It's
I mean, what do you do?
Somebody had posted on Facebook, and I thought it was cute. It was kind of a weather thing, saying we're going to get snow sometime between now and the end of the year, right. And somewhere between a dusting to 24 feet. And I thought, yeah, that's appropriate.
That sounds about
right.
Sums
it up for right now, anyway. So.
I mean, no one really knows. You turn on one, and we're going to get ice and no snow. You turn the other one, we're going to get snow. You turn another one, it's going to hit south of us. Flip on somebody else, it's going to hit us right square in the face. So, for us, important. We have two big upcoming events, and I'll post about this later for folks that may not go back and listen or watch this podcast. Saturday, we are having an Ethan 5-year Found You Day, Ethan celebration at Our Lady of Perpetual Hops. We have quite a few folks, wonderful support, who have already signed up to be there. It is open to the public, but if you previously signed up, you get a really cool Ethan coffee mug. You'll get a couple trading cards, bracelet. You'll get a bowl of chili, a corn muffin, a cupcake.
Good meal before the snow hits.
There'll be lots of really cool raffle items. There'll be a few vendors there, and each vendor is going to provide a raffle item. I've got 9 or 10, and I'll post some pictures of them later that are really cool. I think raffle items really very cool and unique.
They are very cool. You've worked very hard, and they're gorgeous. So.
And all the money, of course, goes to Ethan Almighty's Blessings to help us help animals, which leads us to Sunday, where we have our next spay-neuter event with Louisville Metro Council, Metro Animal Services, Bissell Fix the Future, Snip and Save Incorporated. So weather for these, we'll make a decision as the weather gets a little bit closer, since no one can really decide what's happening. Right. So Friday, our event Saturday is from 12 to 3.
Right.
So
hopefully we'll get it in just before the snow starts.
There's Liz in Lexington. Hello, Liz. All the money, of course, goes to Ethan on my mom. So we're having issues with our studios.
I don't know what it did.
There's Liz in Lexington. Hello, Liz. It wouldn't be Ethan Almighty podcast if we didn't have some kind of issues. Debbie will get logged back in.
How do you touch a thing?
So we will decide Friday what we're going to do Saturday, because some models are showing the weather's not going to start till Saturday afternoon. Some are showing Saturday morning. So we'll wait till Friday, decide what we can do on Saturday. I would love to have this event on Saturday if possible, but want people to be comfortable to come out in the weather. And then for Sunday, we will. I'll need to wait. Sunday, probably late Friday, Saturday, about Sunday. Mostly because we need to. I mean, we need to make sure that people can bring their animals out, but we also have to make sure that the staff is there. Uh, fix our audio.
Sorry.
So
I'm back. I don't know what it did.
you're back. All right. So
my prospect studio had problems.
So we will. Sometimes late Friday or Saturday, we'll make a decision about Sunday.
Yeah.
Hey, Doug. Doug is our Doug and Harrison are on.
Oh,
from,
hey,
okay.
Doug. Hey,
we'll decide late Friday or Saturday what we're going to do on Sunday. There is a possibility of moving it 1 week to the next Sunday, but we're just going to wait and see what happens with with the weather.
Yeah.
So that is our
snow plan as of now.
That is our weather update from wonderful Metro Louisville. Also want to give a shout out to our amazing supporters on Patreon. You know, I've posted several times on Patreon already, but there are different levels there, and you get access to different things because I love to get back when people donate. So I want to make sure that we give a shout out to Lisa and Forrest Means, Carol Stinson, Anita Stemple, Liz Duff, Melissa Wyman, Karen Riddle, Linda Stevens, Lynn Wilkinson, Faith Good. It's funny. Gwen Holder. Some of them just have the first name, and so I'm like, "Hey, thanks, Jill." And I got to look over to the next line to see where Jill. Candy Craig, Blue Michaels, Crystal, Patty Johnson, Debbie Maddox, Teresa Moore, Deb Rogers, Teresa Ridge, maybe. I think that might be the last name. Linda Antonaza, and then another Debbie Maddox.
Okay. That's a whole nother story. We won't go down that road.
So thank you all so much for the Patreon support. It is the best way that I have found. People have asked me for a long time since we started EAB. People have asked me, how can I just donate monthly? I just want it to come out. I don't want to have to worry about it, but I want to know that we're helping animals because we follow everything that Ethan is doing. And I originally thought it would just be through like the bank's software that they use, and they don't offer that. So then I looked at a couple different things, and everyone really pointed me back towards Patreon. A lot of podcasting people use Patreon, and so Patreon seemed like the best way to do it. It was easy to create some levels to bring the money in and still get on there, almost like another social media platform, and give some folks some things that might not go out on other social media. But Ethan's Facebook and Instagram will be the same. Nothing will change there. This is just a little added thing for some folks that are able to help out. So that is Patreon. If you have any questions, feel free to email me about Patreon. I'll put the Patreon link out a little bit later today, along with some of those pictures of the raffle items that we've got.
Yeah.
But we wanted to get into, we did the first 6 months of the Ethan 2025 in some beautiful weather in Florida.
Yeah.
I've got some other folks saying hello here. Patty says hello. I'm afraid to put it up on the screen because when I did that last time, your thing went down. And I don't know if that's it.
I did not touch my
phone. I'm going to wait till the end because if it ends up again.
You can cut me off. That's fine.
At the end, we'll just cut you completely off.
Yeah,
so let's go.
So I'll say goodbye now, just in case I get cut off later.
So we got through June, and I got to make sure I put these pictures on. I always put pictures and then I forget to put them on.
Yeah.
So we'll start with July.
Okay.
So we continued with more Hero Dog podcast with the semifinalists with the Hero Dog Awards. We got through. I think we ended up with 18 out of the 25 semifinals. The hardest ones to get were the military and police, just because they were hard to get.
But we had to do some digging. There was some investigative work going on to try to find these people.
It
was so worth it.
There's a business idea, Doug, for you.
Yeah.
You could start a social media class for law enforcement.
Yeah, there you go.
Because, when we first had Doug on, it was he said he didn't really know a lot about social media, and now he's like killing it.
Yeah.
Like, Doug, if you're not following Harrison, get on there and follow Harrison.
Harrison is all over social media.
So we did some more podcasts. We went to Christian County.
Oh yeah,
a couple different times.
Yeah, we go where we felt like, well, we knew our way around that area outside, and it was like there's like a nice hiking area almost, or walking area.
A nice place, and a little nice place to take a couple pictures.
Yeah.
What's interesting is we visited Christian County a few times, but we're still visiting Christian County for the same things we were visiting for back in July.
Yeah. I thought about that today when you were talking about we were looking back at this year, because I was counting the cases, and I've got like 50 or so we've been following, and they're the same, almost the same 50 that we had last January and February.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I did take. I remember I had posted about we had taken a fronty, a little trip to Fraser. I met up with Amelia there for a couple things. That was just a week or so after. We unveiled the painting at the Fraser.
Yeah, and if you're in town, stop by and see it. I know Deb Rogers was saying, she messaged me not too long ago and said she'd stop by there with her grandkids. So if you're in that area and you haven't seen it, stop in. It's a great museum anyway. I mean, there's so much to see in the Fraser. So.
Yeah, it's very, very cool.
Yeah.
Also in July, Ethan's birthday, 4th of July. So we celebrated Ethan's birthday, and one of the ways we celebrated Ethan's birthday was, of course, the picture's not there. So here's here, let me pull the curtain back a little bit. So I found the pictures on my phone that I want to put up here on the iPad.
Okay.
And then after a short bit, they're supposed to all go to the iPad. So then I don't have to change them over. I just get on the iPad. I turn them into these slides on here. Okay. And of course, one of the ones missing is
the one you want.
Us at the 4th of July parade in Jeffersonville.
Oh, okay.
So one of the ways we celebrated Ethan's birthday.
We'll describe it.
It was a really nice. It was hot.
It was.
It's a really nice parade.
It was a nice parade, and it was the first time we had done one over in Indiana, over in Jeff. So that was nice. Yeah,
it was a. Some parades are slightly too long.
Yeah.
Some parades are really short.
Yeah.
This one seemed to fit right into
the mama, papa, whatever, the Goldilocks, perfect. Yeah, it's the perfect size.
So 4th of July, Ethan's birthday. We also made that. That was a giveaway we did in July. It was Ethan's. Was Ethan's paw print and my handprint. It's just a picture, and so I painted it on that window frame.
That was so cool. I mean, that paw and your hand were from early on, weren't they? I mean, that was.
That was pretty early on. Yeah,
that was such a great. I mean, I still have that picture. I will always save that picture.
Yeah. Deb Rogers says the painting of Ethan was the only thing that immediately caught your eye. Because when you come in, when you pay and you come in and you turn the corner,
it's right there.
It's often the distance is right there that you can see.
Yeah.
From a little bit away.
And of course, Ethan's going to draw you in anyway. But then the colors, and Jamie Coram, the artist, I mean, it is beautiful.
It was really nice. So then we continued with more podcasts. That was a month that we had Susan Tyler Winton on the podcast.
Okay.
We continued our spay and neuter. I don't know if this was from. So we continued our spay and neuter in July. We did the Peddlers Mall in Shelbyville. We did the Peddlers Mall summer or.
That was in July. Wow.
One of them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that one was in July.
Okay. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, I was there. So it was good though.
We did the a ribbon cutting event for Jefferson Animal Hospital.
Oh, okay.
As they opened up a new wing of their animal hospital. And that particular picture was one of the young kids that, I don't know if he was a volunteer there at the time. I think he works there now. But he was one of the guys that sat in with Ethan in his kennel when he couldn't get up and helped give him some water and some food. And
well, how nice that you all got to catch up with him again.
Yeah, and there's another, I think that, I don't know if that's their mascot or what, but yeah, Ethan looks happy to see him.
I was going to say, Ethan's gotten better about costumes.
Which was a little unusual.
After the ones at the gala, and
then in July, we also went to the Brown Cancer Center for visits with some of the cancer folks at the Brown Cancer Center. I like this picture I took when we were walking down the hallway, and some of I think it helps the staff just as much as it does the folks. But that was a picture I took of 3 of the staff that were taking pictures of Ethan. So I took pictures of them.
Taking pictures of Ethan. Of course, why not? So.
Then we also went to the Croom Haven Winery for a grand opening at the Croom Haven Winery. This was a fun little picture of a little kid that was at the Croom Haven Winery. A friend of ours, Tim Croom, opened that winery in or he bought it. It was Millanova at one time.
Okay.
He renamed it Croom Haven Winery. He's done a ton of work to it. It's a beautiful, beautiful place.
So maybe more from there later.
Yeah, and they have lots of events there. And I think we're going to have an event there. Yeah. My daughter is having an event there soon.
Yes, she is.
So that'll be fun.
That'll be very exciting.
We also did, towards the end of July, was the guest speaker at the Humane Society of Nelson County fundraiser.
Okay.
So that was very fun. You can see
they all look very, very handsome and very pretty in that picture.
You see our little slideshow in the back. I think that was the last slide there.
Okay.
Thank you, but able to get up and speak for about 45 minutes or so to the folks in Nelson County who do a wonderful job. Yeah. That was very nice. And that was sort of, I would say that would sort of wrap up July. That was just sort of the highlights. You know, as I go back through there, I can't hit it all, but I wanted to just kind of hit some of the things that we did.
Yeah, the ones that stood out to you.
In August, we had our annual Moose Lodge event, and I had a picture from that, but I don't think that's on there.
It didn't transfer over.
It didn't transfer over. So I'll just throw this picture up, which was when we went to court one day in August. That was Judge Delahanty, who came out from behind the bench and wanted to get some pictures with Ethan, and then she posted on her page about Ethan coming.
Unfortunately, we haven't had a case heard in her courtroom.
No, I'm just waiting for.
Yeah, we would like to have her hear a case. But yeah, she was so excited to meet Ethan.
We also learned in August of the Hero Dog Award semifinalist.
Okay, that was in August.
Well, later. So we had so in July we had some folks on about the Hero Dog Awards. Right. Paige and Sammy came on, and we continued to talk about nominations and voting. And then the semifinalists were announced in August. That's when we were able to start to get a lot of folks on the podcast. We also, Ethan Almighty's Blessings won the feeder supply contest.
The power of the Ethan Almighty family.
So we won. That was a nice $500 donation from Feeder Supply. Yeah. We did more podcasts, had more Hero Dog folks on. We did more spay and neuter. Continued in August of some more spay and neuter.
Right.
I moved over one of these pictures that didn't go over either. August was also the month we found out that Canine Riggs had passed away. From the law enforcement dog from 2022, and that was TJ's dog. We also went in August, we went to the sentencing of Jeffrey Hortzman.
Was that in August?
That was in August, yep.
That was really the first major sentencing of somebody with Ethan's law. With that kind of time in prison. And he is in prison.
He's in prison and has already been denied first parole.
Yeah.
So he's there till 2027.
Yeah.
At least.
Right. Which is a very good thing. Yeah.
That was also, let's see, our first podcast with Sergeant Bo.
Okay.
First of several.
Okay.
We also went to Best Dressed Kentucky. And that was really to help hand out some awards. Not that, I mean, there might be one person in that picture that's qualifies for best dress, but it's not the guy with the leash. So
I don't know about that.
we handed out some awards
at
the best dressed. And then we also, in August, went to the Commonwealth Attorney Conference.
Oh, yeah.
In
like we always
Lexington.
Say, that's one of the better things that we've been able to do.
Yeah, that's the County Attorney Conference, Commonwealth Attorney Conference were always some really cool things.
Right.
Let me see here, make sure I'm hitting all of these. In September was the first month that Ethan got a new feline brother named Ozzy.
Keeping up with the singers.
He is now probably, I don't know, not even a year old, 8, 9, 10 months old. The biggest cat that we have, I was looking the other day, it would be him or Garcia.
Oh, really?
And as they're laying there next to one another, Garcia has more hair because he's got some kind of Siamese in him somewhere. Okay. But he's a big cat.
Interesting. Because, you see him little and you forget they're going to obviously grow. But,
so he's a cute little...
They have a way of doing that.
Cute little polydactyl cat.
Very pretty.
He's got an extra toe on every foot.
Yeah.
We also visited Mercer County because of the Mercer County, however you want to determine it, 4, 5, 6, or 7.
8, 9, a lot. So, yeah.
So that was part of.
Those are still going on.
Oh, yeah. Those are still going on. One was just last week.
Yeah.
September, we continued with our podcast with Hero Dogs. Luna's picture's not on there either. Luna's birthday was in September.
Oh, Luna's gorgeous.
Chesney Taylor, C.J. Barnett were indicted in September. And that case still keeps getting pushed on. The next.
Yeah, we keep showing up there, and
when is it? Is it March next, or is it February?
Oh gosh, I've written it down. March.
March.
Yeah, they gave
just
it
keep
2
pushing
months.
it and pushing it.
Yeah.
And you know what? We'll just keep showing up and showing up.
March the 6th, I think.
September 30th was also, September 13th was also the anniversary of the banner going up on the Marriott.
Oh,
that would have been the 2-year anniversary of the banner being up there. September was also Give for Good, which we were is a big nonprofit donation day in Louisville.
Right.
A lot of folks, a lot of good people give money to a lot of good organizations.
Right.
We were blessed to be a part of that and get some of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Ethan's mama's birthday is also in September.
Yeah.
Celebrate her birthday. And we also went to... That picture's not on there either. The KVMA conference was in September. That was a good, another really good, good thing
very
to be in.
Very good experience and very worthwhile. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was KVMA conference in September. Hope to go back to that again. We met a lot of really good folks there. Then we move on to October. We had more podcasts that we continue to do, which was a lot of fun having everyone on and meeting all those folks. Also, was the St. James Art Show. That was a picture from St. James Art Show. We did another spay-neuter event in October. October is also the Shamrock Hitching Post.
Yeah, that's always a really
fall
good event.
Yeah.
I like going out to the
Yeah, so they seem to have one. Well, this might have been the first year in a while they had 2.
2, yeah. One in the spring and
one in the fall,
they did, yeah. But we always have a lot of Ethan family that come out to that.
Yeah, so it's always
that's one of my favorite ones too.
It's nice to sit around. You got a nice little spot that everyone can sit around and talk. October was also Bell Awards.
Oh,
This was the picture that Ethan and I won that particular year,
yeah,
but
yeah.
so we've gone
It's
back
a really
a couple
good
different
picture.
times.
And Rick Van Hoos is always. You had a picture of him this year, revisiting with Ethan. So he's always so glad to see Ethan. So that's very special.
We also did the Bark and Wine fundraiser there in Richmond, Richwood on the river.
Oh, yeah.
Down right across from Madison, Indiana.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like it's been that long ago.
Yeah, so that was October. That was
where has time gone?
Helped raise a lot of money for the shelter in Henry / Trimble County.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a very nice
event.
And that was the first year, and I think they're going to continue that.
Hopefully so. Shout out to Belita,
yeah,
who organized that whole thing and put it together.
Yeah, it's a beautiful,
fabulous place. Yeah, it's a really nice place to have. We also were scheduled to have our car show in October, and the weather forced us to cancel that. Unfortunately, it was raining. It hadn't, if I'm remembering right, it hadn't rained in several weeks.
And then it just,
And then the day before it rained, and you don't want to ask anyone to bring out their.
Yeah, they're nice cars, and
they're
I think
fancy.
Didn't it rain that day too? I think it continued.
Now me myself, I'll
like
drive around anywhere, but you don't want to ask anyone to bring their nice cars.
No, not those garage kept special edition models. No, they don't put them out in that nasty stuff. So.
We also, I was on Tony and Dwight again in October.
Okay.
For several different things.
Yeah.
There's some court cases, I'm sure. October was also when we went to Bullitt County and met with the folks at Troutman about that case that was going on in Bullitt County. The guy that tried to beat up the dude and slam the dog against the. Right. And that case is still ongoing.
Yes.
In Bullitt County. Keep an eye out for that one. That has actually
moved a little farther ahead than a lot of our other ones in a shorter amount of time.
Yes, so, it has. You're right.
Shout out to the judicial system so far in Bullitt County.
Yeah.
So.
And
the Troutmans were so kind. I mean, they did so much for the chip, for the dog, and for his owner, and they do a lot in their community.
Yeah, they provided the camera footage to the police.
Yes, to the police. So. Reported it, I think, didn't they? If I'm remembering correctly.
We also did a trivia fundraiser at Waldo's. Chicken and beer. Is that what it's called? Chicken and something. Chicken and beer.
Chicken and something.
Waldo's out at Norton Commons.
You sure it wasn't chicken and Coke? Chicken and Diet Coke?
No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
Okay.
Chicken and Diet Coke.
Really? Okay.
It's shocking, I know.
Really. But. Okay.
We also in October found out the Hero Dog Award winners for each category.
Yes, that was so exciting, especially since we'd met them. That just was icing on the cake this year.
Yeah, it was nice to get to meet.
It was really nice
to get to meet everyone.
Right.
Yeah, Hero Dog Award. So we found out the winners in October. Had those folks back on the podcast in November.
Okay.
We did. Shoot, here's another picture that doesn't show up, so I'll just put this fall picture up there.
Okay.
We did the Peddlers Mall Fall Festival in Middletown Road.
All
right. We went from really hot the first time to really cold this time.
Yes, it was so cold. We kept thinking we were going to be outside, but they nicely opened the doors.
We were
Ethan inside.
Yeah, we were dressed for the freezing cold outside, and they moved us inside, which was very, very kind of them.
I don't remember the lady's name, but I just remember I got there first, I think, or one of the first, and when I asked her where Ethan's spot was, she said, "I'm not putting Ethan outside." And I was like, "Oh, you don't know how grateful we are."
We appreciate that. Thank you very
so much. But it was so kind of them. Yeah.
I thought maybe I had her.
Can't remember what her name was.
But it was very kind of them.
It was so kind.
Well, there's another. Now I'm going through here, and there's several pictures here that I'm not seeing. We also did. I went to the Kentucky Counseling Association conference and spoke at that conference.
Yes, that was really good.
That was nice. It was about 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, and that was a packed room.
And Ethan, I had him in a little pen.
Yeah.
And he didn't like it. No. And so everyone wanted me to let him out. So I let him out, and this was a packed room.
It was.
Every seat was taken. There was couple hundred,
Right.
200-300 people in there.
And if you've ever gone to any of those kind of conferences, you sign up, and a lot of times people don't go to every session, or they pick and choose. But obviously, your session was quite the hit because it was full.
Yeah, I would definitely. I think we're going to go back as a vendor. I would definitely go back and even speak on a much smaller scale, whatever they wanted to do. But that was very good. So they let Ethan out, and he just ran around the room.
Oh, he did. He did.
Had a blast.
Yeah. And they were just all, and they were so intrigued with watching him anyway. But they were a very attentive audience, because sometimes educators aren't always the best audience.
Shocking.
Any other educators out there may want to dispute that, but
shocking.
Yeah, but they were wonderful, and they enjoyed hearing you talk about Ethan. Is always so special anyway. So.
November was also the UPS plane crash here in Louisville at the airport. That was an awful situation. Still awful for those people that were involved.
That are still suffering and still going. That aftermath is going to take a long time.
Yeah, someone dies, and then obviously they're the immediate victim, but then there are so many other folks that are impacted. Yeah. Family members and employees and workers, friends. Yeah.
Sending much love to Wendy, our
UPS
person.
Yeah, even folks that just work at UPS that
it was traumatic. I mean, yeah. I mean, they knew the people. I mean, yes, that trickle down. Yeah, like you said, there are so many victims, but they don't think to all the other victims that are involved with just the number they give you. So
it's always
a lot more than that number.
We also found out in November that Sergeant Bo was the winner of the Hero Dog Awards.
Congratulations again.
Yeah, congratulations to all those folks. And me personally, I found it, and you mentioned earlier getting to know those people. I found it really good to get to know Laura, with Lieutenant Dan and Doug and Harrison, and Terry and Donald and Elena and K9. Ultra and Faye and Sergeant Bo. I mean, just being able to hear their stories, because again, you just get that little snippet.
Yeah, and that's why I think the podcasts were so nice. We've talked about that because they try to put it in words. You talked about you felt like that if Ethan didn't win, that maybe it was because you didn't get the right words on paper when you submitted, and that's a hard thing to do. To think I'm going to put what my dog has been able to do and accomplish, and just count the words. I mean, literally, did you count the words?
Yeah, I mean, you had so many spaces, so you would go back and change A and D to an ampersand, and you go back and no space in between your period and your sentence, so you can get as much in there as you want, and then you hear. Let's just take Sergeant Bo was the winner, so let's take Sergeant Bo as an example. So you have to put in there like the big accomplishment.
Right.
And so Sergeant Bo is the winner. Doug is on here, so he can sort of attest to this. So you get on and you talk about Sergeant Bo did this amazing accomplishment at this school shooting.
Right.
But it's more than that.
Sure.
And so while that's something that will immediately catch folks' attention, it's more than that. And so like Harrison does. You can talk about electronic scent detection in a particular instance and how he did that. But it's more than that. We even, when we ran into Doug in Florida, he was telling us about how they had caught a person because Harrison had found some of the stuff that was in this, and they saved a little kid that was in that perpetrator's possession. So I mean, there's just so much. And that's no knock on the nomination or American Humane. You can't let someone write pages upon page. Right.
But we just got such more insight. So it was very special to be able to do that.
So hopeful to continue that. And for folks that didn't maybe hear on the last one, the Hero Dog Awards this year, they're celebrating their 150th year at American Humane Society. Right. And so they have a lot of really cool events planned. And I think one of the things they wanted to do was have a contest and have the culmination of that in 1 year, 1 calendar year. Okay. And so the nominations will go out here in I'm assuming a few months, with the winner and the gala to be in October in Washington, D.C. I don't think I'm saying, I think it's pretty
General
public knowledge. Yeah,
Yeah.
October and December. So
No.
that was also in November was the Hardin County case where we went to for her in Hardin County. That trial was in November, and we showed up there at Hardin County and
just shook up things.
got into some trouble there.
Just a little.
Ethan at the Hardin County Airport there.
That's what I said, we'll forever call it the airport because that's what it looks like in there. So
yeah. So and thankfully the end of that. So you talk about how things don't go the right way, and so this was probably, if we're being honest, it had to be prosecuted under the old law, so it was harder to get a conviction.
Right.
The Commonwealth Attorney Eric Carr and Ken Mattingly did a fantastic job, and there was another assistant district attorney there, or Commonwealth attorney there, that helped. They did a wonderful job, and they were found guilty. She was found guilty of 31 counts, and you couldn't have asked for more than that. Sentencing, you're kind of a little disappointed with sentencing, but then the judge steps up and changes it here in January. So that was just fantastic. So that one was one you walk away and you say, you know, under the old law, that might have been about as good as you could get.
Yeah. And you wonder too if the presence of the people in the courtroom, the letters that everybody wrote, if they didn't, I do believe they made a difference. So that's a time that us showing up for court, everybody else that showed up for court, because I don't think judges change sentences from what we were told
very often, no.
So that was a wonderful.
I think it would. I think it definitely made it. I mean, it obviously made an impression because in court, he in a very kind way said, "Stop sending me these victim statements. I've got 75 of them."
Yeah.
But in a very nice way. But
I think he was definitely moved by the effect that it had on the community, and didn't want to see that person not be punished. And as they said, he relayed in his statement that he wanted to set a tone in Hardin County that was unacceptable. So that's
good for him, and you know, we're always quick to point out when things don't go well. So let's give a shout out to Judge Simcoe. In that particular case, you had Eric Carr and Kim Mattingly and Judge Simcoe to give a shout out to for the good work that they did there, and good on Judge Simcoe because you know I'm sure there was probably some criticism he took, not because it wasn't the right thing to do, but it's just not done very often. So. Kudos to them. Under the old statute, like you said. Kudos to them.
Definitely.
Also in December, we're still in November. Went on Tony and Dwight's show again, and one of the things we went on Tony and Dwight to talk about was Ethan's book. Ethan's Rescue came out in November.
Wow. Congratulations, Dana.
Yes, it was a fabulous book.
Yeah.
That Ethan's mama, Dana, wrote word for word, and then we took real pictures of Ethan, and turned them into cartoons. Now, like this particular picture, I don't know that there were 3 butterflies flying around, but I mean, you know,
that's all right. But that's another thing that made the book so special, though. Because they were real photos.
Real pictures.
And for most of us, or a lot of us, we would recognize 1 or 2, or not almost all of those photos. So that just personalized it so much.
Yeah, I thought that was
really
so. And the book is still available for purchase. And the next book will be coming out soon. We also did in November a Kendra Scott fundraising event. And Kendra Scott has been a wonderful partner to work with. We'll be working with them again for Mother's Day this year.
Right.
Probably the day before Mother's Day. So if you are running late in buying your Mother's Day gift, you know that on Saturday, the day before Mother's Day, you'll be able to come to Kendra Scott or go online with Kendra Scott and buy a really nice gift. And some of the proceeds will go to Ethan Almighty's Blessings.
Yeah.
And in November, we also did spay and neuter again in November.
Yeah, the spay and neuter clinics have been great. And that's a lot of organizing for you, Jeff, and for all the vet people. So, but they go so well. So it's a valuable thing to do.
Yep. Yeah. It's a good group of folks. Saturday, or not Saturday, December saw us with our holiday party, decorating ornaments.
Oh, that went so well. That was so much fun. Shout out to Karen.
Thank you to Karen for the use of their space.
Yeah, that space was fabulous.
This was at the Dog House there in New Albany. They also own Chicken Salad Chick in Jeffersonville / Clarksville and Oxmoor Mall.
Right.
So thank you to Karen. This was a picture of some of the raffle items that we had there. For Christmas, there were some decorated boxes. There were some bourbon barrel heads, some canvas. There was a lot of stuff there. Lanterns, yeah. Let's see what else in.
Met some new people there too, which was really nice.
Yeah, that was a good time. We also had several court cases in December that we were following, and probably I'm sure continue to follow. Yes. But also in December, it was announced that Sean Patrick Flannery was going to star in the Ethan Almighty movie, Ethan Almighty / Ethan's Law. It may be. The tagline may eventually be Ethan's Law, just because there was a shorten it just a little bit for Hollywood.
Okay.
So was
the title's not locked in yet.
Yeah, it could be Ethan Almighty, Ethan's Law. Okay. Yeah. So Sean Patrick Flannery was announced he was going to star in it. We have a couple other people that have a little teaser for people that get 41 minutes into the podcast. We have a couple other people that have signed on. We can't release their names yet because we're waiting for one other. But a couple of names that people will recognize for sure. We got some really good coverage on the news with that. Local casting was going to Vin Morelli. A lot of the actors that aren't, I don't know, like the major 4 or 5 folks in the movie will come from here locally. And Vin is handling some casting and some local and some locations, and there was some really good coverage on the local news. And so,
just so people, I guess they've heard, but it will be filmed mostly in Kentucky.
All be filmed in Kentucky, Bardstown area, Louisville area. The schedule is getting closer to being made.
That's great.
We also in December went again to Scott County for Chesney Taylor and C.J. Barnett, and it was moved to January. And if you've been following, we went in January and it's moved to March.
Right.
And both of those times moved before court started.
Yeah.
Not the day before court.
No.
The morning of court, before court started.
Yes, they keep filing a motion the morning of. Their attorney does. Yeah, very frustrating.
And so
we checked so many. I mean, we checked CourtNet. I even called the Commonwealth Attorney's Office, and they were very kind and looked it up. Said yes, they're on the docket. And then you get there, and they're not.
I mean, from the outside, it seems a little slim shady. Like that they would do that.
Yeah.
It's a little on the shady side. But here's all right, so if that's something that is typically done, and maybe it is, then the judge needs to, at the very beginning of court, say, here are 3 or 4 cases that were on the docket that have there's already been a motion filed before this morning, and they're being moved to another date. So people don't sit there.
All right. And like we've said, we talked about this too, Jeff. There's never, any other time a motion is heard to move it, or there's a reason, it always comes before the judge in court. We always hear them say, or the attorney goes up and asks for it to be moved to another date. This is the only case that he doesn't show, they don't show, it just gets moved. And maybe that's the way it works sometimes, but we've been in a lot of courtrooms, and I've never seen that happen in any other county.
Yeah, I'm going to give them right now the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
But I will point out that the attorney for these 2 folks is the same attorney that successfully defended Christopher Jones, who admitted on body cam that he shot his neighbor's cat. And so they hired the same guy. And so we will see how it plays out. These 2 people, I don't care what their background I don't care if they've got a history or they don't have a history.
Right.
They got this dog in September and Blue Phoenix, and every day made the decision not to feed that dog.
Exactly.
So that was, you want to talk about history, that's a decision day after day after day, multiple times a day, that they decided not to feed this dog and knew what they were doing, because then when they turned it into the shelter, they claimed they found the dog. So then when the shelter did some due diligence and said, hey, anybody know whose dog this is? People chimed in and said, it's their dog.
Right.
I've got pictures of that dog in their house. So they admitted to it. They've intentionally starved this dog and killed this dog. And we're going to give them right now the benefit of the doubt and let this play out. But if it doesn't, like, someone needs, this is under the new statute.
Yes.
Somebody, the Commonwealth attorney in Scott County, the judge, somebody needs to step up and do the right thing and not let these two people off easy.
Right. They need to make an appearance in court.
These people need to make an appearance in court, and they need to make an appearance in jail.
Well, that's
for a while.
But yes, I mean, we'll start with them just having to make an appearance in court, because he's getting them out of even court appearances.
Put them in the violent offender status, and some people may say nothing they did was violent. They killed an animal victim, tortured.
Yes.
I mean, this is the epitome. This is why I get worked up about this case. This is the epitome of Ethan's Law. It's why it was created. You intentionally tortured this dog. Right. They need to be in jail.
Yes.
And if they are not, you want to talk about like pointing some people out.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll see.
That'll get some people's names out there, because that's ridiculous.
Yeah. And we'll just have to work on it like they did in Hardin County. We're just going to have to put some more pressure on whatever ways we can find. So we'll see if they make an appearance in March, because this happened because you reminded me, I asked you the other day. So this happened in January of last year.
Yeah, that's when the dog was turned over to the shelter.
Been starving it
since September. So September 30th, and there was the previous owner, Reagan. Won't mention her last name because she got all kinds of crap for rehoming her dog. But she was in a situation where she couldn't keep the dog. And so as a responsible owner, what do? She didn't take it to the shelter where they were crowded. She looked around and was going to rehome her home, went to these people's homes for spent like 2 hours there, making sure that these people were the best place for her dog. Like, she did everything she could.
I mean, she more or less interviewed these people to see if they.
And so that was in September of 24.
Okay.
And the dog was over 100 pounds, September 30th, when she gave them the dog. When they turned the dog into the shelter in January of 25, right at the beginning of January 25, it weighed about 50 pounds and it died the next day.
It's hard.
And unlike in the Hardin County case, when apparently they had someone testify about what happens when a dog is starved or going through starvation, Susan and I, Representative Susan Tyler Winton and I, had pages. If that was to come up during House or Senate Judiciary, we had pages of research on what happens to the body when an animal is starved. And if anyone doesn't think that's not torture or painful, I'll be happy to give them all the information. And why don't you go about 4 days without eating and see what you think?
If we think we have to fast for just a procedure overnight, we think we're starving.
So this is one that we will.
We're watching it.
I mean, they don't think. I mean, I personally, I think he keeps pushing it because he's hoping that people will stop.
Definitely.
Recognize it. Matter of fact, maybe that just popped in my head. Maybe before we get to the next case, we'll just ask if we can stream from the courtroom. Instead of getting less attention, he's going to end up with more attention.
Yes, exactly. That's what I said. At some point, we're going to have to apply more pressure if he just keeps pushing it along. Because that's another case that people ask about quite often.
Yeah.
And it's like
and
we're
it keeps
watching.
going and going. So
We are.
we need to file. We'll talk about that. We need to file a motion to see if we can live stream their next appearance.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
All right, so that was, and then of course in December we celebrated Christmas with Ethan, and that sort of wrapped up the 2025.
It was a busy year.
It was a busy year, yeah. Fun, busy year.
Yeah.
There have been, there's changes coming. There are things going on, changes that are happening around. Ethan Almighty's blessings. We've got some cool fundraisers. We've got some new ideas. We want to continue to do all of the spay neuter that we can do. We want to continue to help folks who need some vet help, because that's really what it's all about. Definitely. Ethan's sort of legacy is, left as a dog, intentionally starved and left as a dog similar to Blue Phoenix, and now he's able to help other dogs. Yeah. It's an incredible story. Yeah. So we can't wait to see it. So that wraps up 2025, and let me go through here and I'll put some of these things up here and see if you pop off as we go forward. Yeah. So Dana Vinson, hello from Louisville, hello from Henryville. Good friend Patty Johnson says hello. Hey, Patty. Doug, thanks for the shout out. Stay on, Doug. You're doing good stuff. Yeah. And Deborah, I just went to the museum. Hello to Beverly. Hello to Peggy. Some folks wrote letters to Eric Carr and Ken Mattingly and Judd Simcoe. So, there we go. I think Ethan is sleeping over there on the couch. Yeah, he's out. He was very interested in this podcast. Yeah, thanks, Ethan, for your participation. He's over there resting. So. All right, so thank you, Debbie, for a wonderful year. Thank you for the use of your Prospect Studios. Anytime. And one day I think we were talking about what do we think was the biggest thing that we did? Or what is the lesson we learned in 2025? If there was a theme through 2025, it was to me it was court. Definitely. And if we ever thought, and that I thought these things a couple times, are we making a difference? Yeah. Are we helping? Are we hurting? What are we doing? And I think the theme was we need more of it. Yeah. Well, we almost need to, if I could clone ourselves and we went to more court cases, because I think throughout 2025, it was apparent that things aren't always as they seem. Yeah, definitely. It's much easier to drop something, lower something, and when nobody's looking. When no one's looking. And I think when there have been, I think we could document many instances that things would have not turned out the way they had Ethan not been involved. Yeah. If Ethan wasn't in the courtroom, and if you weren't in the courtroom, and of course all the hard work to get Ethan's law passed. And we started filing some motions. Yeah. For court-appointed animal advocate. We'll do some more of that in 2026. But, we'll file another motion for the streaming thing. I just want that defense attorney to know, you can push it push it. But we're going to still be there. We're going to show up. Yeah. And at this March, whatever his next date is, we'll put it out there and try to get as many folks as we can to show up as we did the first time. It worries me. I told you when we were driving, it worries me a little bit that this was the case we had so many people show up for. Yes. And this was a case that bailiff came out and accused of us of intimidating. Yes, and escorted them out of the courtroom. Remember? Yeah, and when he said, you guys are intimidating, and I was like, intimidating the people that killed the dog? We're intimidating them? Are you kidding me? No. So this could have nothing to do with it. But each of the last two times, I happened to mention that we were coming.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it wasn't there.
Yeah. Yeah.
They weren't there.
Yeah. You just wonder.
So, I mean, it's got to come up sometime. So,
yeah,
like, we'll just keep showing up and seeing what we can do. So,
and I must say, every time I'm in the courtroom, and I know I've told you, every time Ethan's Law is mentioned or it goes up on the screen, it is incredible to think that that would not be on the books if it wasn't for all the work you did and Susan did. So, what a legacy to have a law.
And so many people to email and phone call and send notes.
Yeah.
So to let people know in Frankfurt know that where the majority stood. Takes a village.
It did, and the village worked that time. And
it worked
again. So we'll see where it's needed.
All right, so we'll get back to you guys soon. Pay attention to the site, and I'll let you know about this weekend what we're doing with weather stuff this weekend, and hopefully it holds off for. I mean, if we're being quite honest, it's not looking good for Sunday. I'm hoping we can do Sunday because I don't really want to push it back a week.
Right.
Because I know some folks probably rearrange, but I'm hoping it just starts late Saturday. We can do Saturday, and then
because it's 12 to 3 on Saturday.
12 to 3 on Saturday at Our Lady of Perpetual Opposite. It's open to the public. Even if you haven't signed up, show up. Right. They'll have a food truck there. They have drinks there. They'll be the Southern Sirens are singing from 1 to 3, and anybody public can get some raffle chances, opportunities for the items.
Really
some
nice,
Ethan art.
Really nice Ethan artwork.
Yep.
So. Okay.
Thank you for a wonderful year. Thank you for today's podcast. And thank you to everybody for watching and paying attention. We appreciate all of your support.
We do. Thank you all.